Do I have love in my heart? Have I ever absolutely loved? Do I even know what it means to genuinely love? How much of what I think or say about love should rather be classified as self-interest or even selfishness? Does the evidence of my life give witness to love? Each one of us was once young, eternal, invincible. Oh, that wonderful beauty and the brashness of youth that so confidently begins, knowing not that it does not know. As we become more introspective, perhaps just growing old and having to face our own mortality, these questions of our core being become more important and perhaps even paramount. As I stand before the Pantokrator, who calls me by my eternal love name, this is perhaps the only verdict that will ever be given. The single greatest gift, the talent that reflects God's essence, received through our parents and our ancestors through the dawn of creation, is love, eternal and univocal. Just as our Franciscan brother, Blessed John Duns Scotus, spoke of the univocality of being, God as being itself, in which all creation participates, so we speak of the univocality of love. But what then is love? The philosopher Kierkegaard proposed that love means to presuppose love. To have love means to presuppose love in others. To be loving means to presuppose that others are loving, thus to arrive before them in love, without ever or even waiting for anything in return. Thus God loved us first. This description of love offers the constant and normative, and thus universal and unsurpassable phenomenon of love, sacred as well as profane. Anything that does not obey this requirement, quite simply is not worthy of being called love. Either loving has no meaning at all, or it signifies loving utterly, without return. This anticipation of the other's love is the only way to enter love. The more I love, at a loss, the more I simply love. Yet in this loss, in fact, I lose nothing and win everything, beginning with the very possibility of loving. Therefore the paradox that follows: love that risks the most is the most assured. When lovers separate, the one who is most unhappy is the one who no longer loves, not the one who still loves, for they have lost nothing, because they still remain the lover. For whoever has, to them shall be given, and they shall have more in abundance. But whoever does not have, from them shall be taken, even that which they have. This univocality of being and of love gives us a foundation of understanding the sacredness of everything and our connection with everything. As theology, philosophy, and science converge, we come to understand we are all already connected to everything, inherently, objectively, metaphysically, ontologically, and theologically. We begin with original blessing. Our DNA is already divine. This is why we naturally seek to know and love God. There must be a little bit of something inside of you for you to be attracted to it. Like knows like. You are what you are looking for. For Murray Bodo, it was simple when he thought about it now. Love comes to those who have love already. You find what you bring with you in your heart. God has loved us, and that gift is ours, before we ever set out to find it. The Lord grant you peace.